subject we are going to learn? Do you know why we are sitting here? What are we going to learn? You can type in the chat box. Tribal art and popular art. Okay. So I was asked to teach this from last 2 years, but I always find a problem when I teach this. I shall share that problem with you. In the beginning, I have to tell that also. Do you find any problem in treating this particular subject separately? Do you find any problem? Somewhere I find a kind of problem in me, like maybe it is my problem, I don't know, but I seriously find something wrong or something odd when we look at this particular subject in a special way. Do you feel, or are you able to understand what I am trying to mean? I will share a screen now. Are you able to see this? What do you see? Do you know what it is? Okay. What do you see? It looks like a book spread. Actually it is. What is this? This one. Have you seen these images anywhere? Looks very much like embroidery. This one. Actually, these are some paintings by a renowned artist whose name is Bajju Shyam. Bajju Shyam. Have you heard his name? Bajju Shyam? Suna hai? These are all paintings by an artist called Bajju Shyam. He is a very renowned artist, and he is from the community of the Gonds. Actually, he is a tribal artist. He is a very brilliant Gond artist, and he is from Central India. I think he is from MP, and he was commissioned to paint a restaurant in London, and he spent 2 months in London. And when he was staying there, he painted whatever he saw around him in his own language. And a book emerged from his journey, and that book is now called London Jungle Book. London Jungle Book. So it is a visual travelogue of his experience when he was in London. It was his first encounter with the Western metropolis, London. He has a vocabulary of his own, from his own culture, and he looks at London like an exotic jungle. He feels like a jungle. So I will speak of 1 or 2 of his paintings. So this one, this looks like an elephant flying. It is about his first experience of flying in an aeroplane. So he boarded on a plane, and he could not believe that it will fly. Okay, that was his first experience, and he felt like a huge beast. He is sitting inside a huge beast, a huge animal, and he could never believe that it would fly with him. So when it began to when it took off, it was a miraculous experience of his. He has never seen clouds from above. He has always seen clouds from below. From the earth, we look at the sky and we see clouds. And he felt like, suppose if an elephant, that is the largest animal he is familiar with. So suppose an elephant flies, that was his feeling about flying in an aeroplane. So his experience is painted here. It comes in a painting. And this is another painting. What is this? See, this is what he says. I saw a Big Ben, and I thought, so this is their temple of time. It's beautiful and carefully built because they are very careful about time here. If you are 5 minutes early for an appointment, they will tell you, wait, because you are too early. If you are 5 minutes late, they will tell you that you are late. Everyone checks their watches all the time. I have a watch too, but my symbol of time is still a gaunt one. The gaunt symbol of time is a rooster. It wakes you up at sunrise, then the day follows its course, and the next event that marks the passage of time is the sun going down. So it becomes a painting. The London time tower, the time clock tower. So it becomes a painting. He relates it to the rooster that he has, which is a rooster which is a symbol of time in his own culture. So where will you? I showed him because where are you going to place it? Where will you place it? Where will you place this Bajju Shyam? So he is a tribal artist. Okay, he is from the Gond tribe. But if you look at his work, why don't you agree or why don't you add him in the list of contemporary artists? Are you means when we are asked to learn this subject separately, what is actually the difference? What is the difference that it makes? Is the so-called tribal, folk and popular art something less than the high art? High, again everything in inverted comma. Is it something lower than the high art? Or is it something too different from the high art? Every artist works in the background of his culture, in the background of his his own personal experience. Even they are doing the same. Then why that distinction is made that way? And when I say, maybe you also may be thinking, okay, there are so many tribal artists or artists from the tribal people. So his works become so brilliant because sometimes we may consider it falls in line with the modern or contemporary art. Okay. Then again we put up the norm in order to judge whether his art is high art or not. You understand? From our side, we are again putting up a norm or a parameter. We are setting up a parameter in order to decide whether, oh, inka to acha hai. You understand? There is a problem in making that kind of judgment. So whenever I teach this tribal, folk and popular art, I always have this question in my mind: why it is dealt separately? Why it is not counted with contemporary Indian art? So this problem you have to have in your mind. Maybe they all follow a particular tradition in which they were born, and they are very faithful to their tradition than the other artists are. Maybe that could be one of the reasons. But always that problem is there when we look at tribal, folk and popular from our side. So I just wanted to share that. So in order to we have to resolve and we have to find out a solution for this problem. And as we are proceeding, we will be trying to understand what is the speciality with their art. What is special about their art.